Hey there, it's Mr. Cartoon Head, and I'm stepping in, as usual, for that other guy who will be here any second.
Hey, thanks again, Mr. Cartoon Head. I want to call you Mr. Potato Head, but Mr. Cartoon Head. By the way, if you haven't left a review in iTunes for Missional Money, the podcast, if you're tired of hearing from Mr. Cartoon Head, the best way to get rid of him is just leave a comment and say, get rid of Mr. Cartoon Head. So here we are with a very important message. Like I said, I posted a Credit Crush questions video earlier today, and then I jumped in and started reviewing the assignments. And there was something I did not include, an actual screenshot of the debt strategy screen. So I want to just quickly go over that, and I made that the name of this post is Credit Crush, the most important screenshot. So the whole purpose of this lesson, if you understand this lesson, it's to take these debt accounts that you've created. You bought a house and you created a mortgage data card. You purchased a car and you set up a car loan. And you also went on a spending spree and set up a credit card account with credit debt. So the whole reason we did that was so that you could see how different strategies, different debt payment strategies impact your financial plan in real life. So this little tool inside of your financial plan is where you get to see the magic happen. And so I'm not seeing this screenshot in many of your assignments. Many of them are included, but there's several that were missing. And so instead of giving you feedback and asking you to redo it, I'm just doing this tutorial video to I will accept responsibility for the fact that I didn't show you that I expect this, but this is the most important screenshot in this assignment. So what you're seeing now is just a GIF file that I created using Billy and Sally's financial planning portal. So if I were in their portal right now and I clicked on action items and I selected highest to lowest interest rate, it would take the mortgage loan that they have, the car loans, that they both have car loans, and some credit cards. And by paying those off using that strategy, it creates this chart. Now, there's a lot more information behind this chart. Like, for example, let me get here. If you jump into this payment and details, you will get to see, based on each of the different loans, how they evaporate more quickly using this particular strategy. Now, this strategy isn't always the best one, but it does typically make the biggest impact, depending on your plan, depending on the level of debt that you have in your plan. But the point is for you to play around with it and to test drive these strategies. So I hope you will go back to the drawing board. It should just take a couple of minutes, and hopefully now that you know exactly what I'm looking for, you should be able to create that screenshot. But way more importantly than just getting an A on the assignment is to understand the impact of these debt strategies. That's the whole point of this exercise. The Credit Crush assignment is designed to help you take this specific part of the tool, your financial plan, and apply any of these three different strategies: highest to lowest interest rate, the smallest account value to the highest, or just, I can't even remember what the other one is, but there are three, and the two that really move the needle are typically the highest interest rate first, or the smallest account value. The smallest account value is a powerful strategy. That's the one Dave Ramsey likes to use. He calls it the snowball effect. It has huge impact because of the psychological effect. When you start to see progress in your life from eliminating debt, starting with the smallest balance, not only do you get to take that payment amount that was committed to that smaller account and use it for the next smallest account, and then so on and so forth, you start to knock out those individual credit accounts. And when you do that, then you take the money and you just apply it to the next debt and it snowballs, and that's why he calls it the snowball effect. And it just seems to go faster and faster, and it's a super powerful strategy because it motivates you when you start to see progress. And that's why sometimes it's a better strategy than just taking the highest interest rate and paying that off first. Now, I don't know. Maybe you think the way I think, and you recognize that paying off the highest interest rate is probably mathematically, hands down, the best approach. And honestly, most of the time it is. But from a psychological perspective, which is really important in personal finance, when you're motivated because you see progress, that if that's what moves the needle for you, then that's the best strategy. And a lot of times, financially, they're not that different. They're both powerful strategies. But I'm just curious, which one did you choose? Which one did you like? And what was the impact on your plan? If you're not seeing this screenshot, if you're not seeing this again, this is what happens when you click on refresh. You get to see this chart and these total savings and how much sooner you're debt free. That's the whole point. How much are you going to save in terms of this? In this case, it's $38 million. Now, granted, Billy and Sally have a lot of debt. They weren't very smart in how they set those accounts up. And so by using different strategies and becoming more aggressive in paying off their debt, allocating more of their resources to do that, they see a huge movement of the needle. And every piece of your financial plan is one way to move the needle. Depending on your situation, your needle gets moved from different strategies, whether it's investment strategies, debt payment strategies, tax advantaged investing, estate planning. There are so many ways to move the needle. This is just one of them, but this is a very important strategy. It's a very important lesson, the Credit Crush assignment. And this is the most important screenshot. So I hope that helps you get this assignment done, get an A on the assignment, but more importantly, to learn the lesson of the Credit Crush assignment, because it is, like I said before, one of my favorite assignments because it really shows you how to move the needle and avoid the dangerous trap that comes from credit cards and credit and debt and the interest rates and the fees and so on. So hopefully that helps. I'll see you in the next video.